Hello, everyone, and welcome to the December Winter Solstice Studio Pray live stream. Happy Yule, Merry Christmas if you celebrate that way. Happy Hanukkah, though that's a few weeks back. Happy Kwanzaa if that's your thing. Anyway, happy holidays, brightest blessings. It's wonderful to have you all here. I hope you're all here. I don't know if I'm all here. It's been one of those days. I am joined, as always, by not as always, but this time at least, by the lovely Cat the Dragon, our ferocious and fearsome and incredibly talented editor. Say hello, sis.
As sometimes, anyway. Hi, everybody. And again, happy holidays, happy solstice, holiday of your
Insert
year.
holiday here. And let's see here. So far, nobody's made it in just yet, but they should be here somewhere. We are live. Oh,
Gotta
two
say,
people watching now. Going to
gotta
let's.
say, I am a fan, the only one whose face is on the camera, so I can make funny faces at you when nobody knows,
Oh, how lovely.
including you.
Oh, well, Maya's here. Maya made it in. Hello,
Hi.
hello, Maya. Um, Maya has been. Oh, Red Soul. Hi, Red Soul. And who else is here? People are starting to stream in.
Okay. I cannot see the chat, so you'll have to announce what people are saying so that I know what's going on too.
Yeah, I've got it up over here on this monitor, and so if I keep looking like I am turning, it's just, yeah. Cat is not broadcasting video because we've been having some weird bandwidth troubles today. I hope I'm coming in clear enough. I know I'm a little fuzzy on the video. Not as fuzzy as I'd like to be. But
I can tell your audio is fine.
excellent, excellent. Um, but anyhow, here we go. I will guess I will go ahead and start the proceedings. Um, Once again, happy holidays, no matter how you celebrate them. Duo Maya said that I was the leader of the Department of Redundancy Department. And I'm like, yeah. So anyway, I want to do a special shout out to her as for getting started. She has really stepped up this month. She has given me a lot of feedback on Dawnbreak and the work. She has been working with me. She has just been an amazing, amazing uh, person that has worked with us and spent so much time. So a big thank you to her. Uh, Cannot tell you how invaluable her feedback has been. And the other one that I wanted to mention, our top commenter of the last month is Kayla Dowdy. She has been making edits, making suggestions, cheering me on, cursing my name, depending on where we were at dawn break. And that's been a very common thing. I'd like to thank everyone for the death threats. Jokes. But
Usually,
one of the things that has been really important to both Dove and myself is that Studio Pray be as much of a family atmosphere as we can make it. That the people that are there to read the works, that are a part of the site, that they have an investment, just like we're invested. And I really think we're achieving that because I have been hearing from people. People have been making suggestions. That's very, very exciting. Hey, there's Kayla. There's Asita.
it has to be a family atmosphere because it certainly can't be a professional atmosphere.
Oh, come now. We're very professional. Waiting for the lightning bolt.
Like your nose is growing, and not in the sense of a snout.
You're wonderful. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here mocking me live.
That's my job.
Um, we got a question from Red Soul. Where did the name Studio Prey come from? Where did we get it? Studio Prey has existed in one form or another since 2013. I was working with an artist then named Krista. She identifies often as a gazelle, and I was a hare, and we were both prey animals, and we were, looking for a name for the studio, and Studio Prey kind of just came to the forefront after we bandied back and forth a little bit. Originally, Studio Prey was a webcomic site. We ran 2 webcomics ultimately, Tomorrow's Forgotten and Ghosts of Eucharia. Unfortunately, um, those were not slated to last much more beyond 2014, 2015. We did our best, but the artist that I was working with had other opportunities and decided to pursue other venues, and Studio Prey faded into the ether for a time. But as I was looking at new production models for my work and publication models, we decided, after talking to Kat, that we'd resurrect the old name and start what is now technically Studio Prey 3.0. So there you have it. That's where our name came from. Did you know that whole story, sis? Have I told you that one?
I did. I've also read the original comics. What's there is fantastic. Someday
It's
to reboot them.
Oh, thank you, Red Soul. I am inked way up my arms, as you can tell. I am being a vain thing. Most of my visible tattoos, this one, my hand tattoos were done at Studio X in Vancouver. Wonderful people there. And a tattoo artist by the name of Smalls. And then the one for my wrist up were done at the Blue Ox in Portland. Amazing, amazing people that have done this work. I'm very grateful. I'm very proud to wear their art, and I appreciate the comment. Maya, you have not heard about this webcomic. I feel self-conscious about everything I produce. My earlier work is my earlier work. I think every artist feels that way. Um, if you're curious, I mean, I know I talk to you through some back channels, like on Discord or whatever. I'll make a few of them available to you. Uh, uh, Tomorrow's Forgotten is very dramatic, almost Silver Age dramatic sometimes. Wouldn't you agree, Kat?
So it's, but it is a fantastic story, and I'm curious to see where else that could go. So, like I said, I think it would be really new if we ever find an artist who's interested, try to reboot those and consider pursuing it, either starting the story over again and remaking them, or where you left off.
I've got about 6 months of unpublished content on Tomorrow's Forgotten that was never released, was never arted, illustrated. Arted is a word, right?
Well, Shakespeare made up a lot of words, so why not you?
Hey, not to say that I'm as good as the bard, but I'm working towards it. I am at least good at making stuff up, like fictionally.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that is a talent. Has
Yes.
many applications.
As my
The most
grandfather
legitimate of
used to
which is
say, if you can't dazzle them with dexterity, baffle them with BS. So this stream is certainly getting off to a fun start. I'm stuttering, sputtering, being mocked by my editor, so it's just a normal day here at the studio.
Yeah, I heard the second half riddled them with bullets and it was Al Capone. But moving on.
The editor and the writer. I'm BSing. Cat is apparently firing.
Only incinerating your typos. Many typos.
Yes. We're a family business. Um, but okay, so moving right along to current studio business. Dawnbreak wraps up. The final chapter of Dawnbreak releases this Sunday. It's been a really incredible run. It's been a very emotional run, I know, for all of you. And I really appreciate all of my 37 registered users that are there on the site, that have been there since day one, reading and contributing and commenting. The response I've gotten, once again, it's just been overwhelming, and it's very encouraging to me as an author. On top of all of that, with the release of Dawnbreak, it's going to be up on the site till about January the 7th. So if you're going to send people to read it, make sure that you get them there before January the 7th. And then it will be taken down. And on January 15th, about a week later, 8 days, but you know, who's counting? Besides me. It will release on Amazon as a complete novel. I believe we're going to price it at 99 cents. And it will also be releasing with the 3rd edition of Exile's Return. So it's really important, if you want to follow what happens with Snow next, as she continues her adventures. My first novel, Exile's Return, wait until the announcement for the 3rd edition version, because there's some exciting changes. There's some tightening of it grammatically. I'm really proud of what we've accomplished. We're putting the finishing touches on it now, and that's going to be deploying out, like I said, with Dawnbreak on Amazon on the 15th of January. So I really hope that you'll join us with that. And then
I am
go
really
ahead.
looking forward to that. My beginning with this project of ours was reading Exile a couple of years ago, and you remember that it was one of the best books that I had read, and it was fantastic. But that I had some words for you because it was not the best editing job, and I remember I told you someday I'd like a crack at it and edit it and improve it and re-release it. And it was a couple of months later, you said you were getting back to work, and was I serious about that? And then we started working on the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you gave me that opportunity. Here, let's work on Exile's Return. So I got to go through and edit it and improve it, and I'm really, really proud of that work, and you should be too. I think you did a fantastic job the first time, but now it's even better.
You are incredibly flattering and incredibly kind. As Maya and Kat have both found out, never capriciously offer to help me, because I will put you to work. I have no qualms about taking people up on their offers to help or assist. It's like, you don't like it? Let's make it better together. What? Yes, you've just been drafted into my army. Um,
It's the
uh,
best work, some of the best work that I've had. It is the best work without question, I think, that I have ever done and then gotten paid.
awesome. Um, so, once again, it's all about family. I've said, I think in each live stream, Maya, Department of Redundancy Department, I have said in each live stream that no artist, no author stands alone in the production of their work. There are a myriad of people that support and advise and encourage and help. And that's certainly true with me as it is with everyone. And so, people like Kat, people like Maya, people like Kayla, just the people that come just read, even if you never say a thing, but you're there to read. You all matter. And you all mean something to me. And I cannot say that enough. The passion that you have for my work helps me to keep producing. So, not to make this too heavy, it is the holidays after all. Rise of the Forgotten update. Train wreck. No, not really. Kat has moved. Then her computer died. Then the father-in-law came to visit.
It has been an exciting time. I haven't had anything that I would call downtime at all since October. And let's see, the first week of December, you were still here and helping me unpack. And I've continued to unpack since then. And because our car had to be driven up to Florida. So that was exciting. Of 3 days ago, the hard drive on my computer is fried. So I'm working from a Chromebook, which is an awesome little device. Familiar with it? So it's slow, and I've spent 3 other computer. So I am not where I wanted to be on Rise of the Forgotten. I am now on page 93 of a 242-page document. But at some point in January, I will in fact be done, and then we have a and I am confident in end of February being ready for release.
Yes. We always intended to release in February. We were hoping to release in the first part of February. We are now looking at the middle to the later part of February, but it will still be out in February. We are not deviating from our production schedule much beyond like a week or two because of all of these setbacks. I want to apologize formally for not having that ready like first week of February like we planned. We were hoping to have it to Speedy by now. Speedy was hoping to have it by now. They are just eager for that next novel, which is
They
always
are very
flattering.
excited.
um,
I am really pleased that we got from them. The fact that they have a spot continuously open for us.
mhm. Let me tell you, they do not come any better than Speedy 876. That whole organization of people down there in Jamaica have been just wonderful to us, and we have got our proof editors, and for the foreseeable future. I'm really happy to be working with them, and if when you see this, Speedy, Merry Christmas, guys! Happy holidays, Happy Yule. Hope you're having fun down there in Jamaica, enjoying that warm weather. Um,
I'm sure.
yeah, Kat's especially jealous of that right now, I'm sure.
Jealous. Yeah, it probably doesn't help my editing speed or my thinking speed in general that I'm cold, and I I want to be eating. I'm missing out on my 24 hours of beauty sleep.
I'm going to just leave that one there. Um, but yeah, so things are really coming together with the website, I think. Things are really coming together with everything. I'm really pleased with the growth of the website. Now, I want to put it out there that Rise of the Forgotten, when that releases, it's going to release behind a paywall. If you want to catch the sequel to Exile's Return as we release it, our final draft club release, it's $2 through Patreon for 1 month of releases, which to throw out that 80s charity line, for less than the price of a cup of coffee, you too can support a starving artist. Um, and all of that money, uh, hopefully, well, that we are able to bring in, it goes to support me. It goes to support Kat. It goes to support Sarah, our amazingly talented artist. Keep doing what we love and what you love to read. So if you want to catch up with Rise before it's released on Amazon, I really hope that you'll click on that Patreon link and, like I said, $2 is all that it takes to help all of us out immensely. Now, if you can't, that's fine, and I understand that. I know that it's hard times for everybody right now. Um, I know that that's not going to be a realistic thing for everyone, and that's okay. Um, whoever is part of this, whoever has been part of this through Dawnbreak, you guys are always going to be part of the magic, whether you can, be part of the Patreon or not. And I cannot emphasize that enough. And our releases will be available and accessible on Amazon after they release through a cycle of the Final Draft Club on Studio Prey. And so there will be ways of accessing the content. Um, and so those options are available for you.
And none of those are prohibitively expensive once it gets there.
Yeah, we're trying to keep our price point low, even though I'm very proud of my work and I feel that it's quality work. My goal is to be read primarily. I can't give it away for free because I'm trying to make a living being creative in this world that often does not value creativity. Let's be quite honest. And I need all of your help to do that. So I have to charge something, but I'm not asking for the kingdom.
Our prices, industry prices, are a little higher than what we're doing, but keeping them lower makes them more accessible to more people, and that let's and charging money for it is just about there because
Kat, I don't know if how it's coming through on the stream, but you are seriously breaking up all of a sudden.
Testing 1 2 3.
That's much clearer.
Okay. I didn't actually do anything different. I think it was just a moment there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what else do we talk about today?
Well, that's largely what I have listed. Rise of the Forgotten, Dawnbreak wrapping up, Gratitude for the Readers, Shameless Plug, Exiles Return, 3rd edition, my wonderful imitation of an 80s announcer, and for my next trick.
Have any questions from the audience then?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Does anybody have any questions for us? Anything anybody want to know? Ask us anything. We're right here. We'll wait like the 15 or 20 seconds for everything to catch up. But we are only doing a 30-minute live stream this time because who wants to listen to me for an hour, right?
Well, I think 30 minutes is probably enough, and I think if there are enough questions, survive going a little over 30 minutes, but I think 30 minutes is plenty.
Yep, we're getting there. We're at 25 minutes currently. We've got a whole 5 minutes to fill. Maybe I'll sing if we don't get any questions.
And at the end, we can do a little magic trick. And, traditionally, you pull a rabbit out of a hat. But in this case, we're going to make a hair disappear.
Oh, heavens. Look at the time. I must be going. Kyla thinks we're funny. Now, is that funny looking, funny smelling, or just funny sounding? Yes,
Well,
yes. I just got to.
Sure.
I'm sorry, Kat. Go ahead.
I said could be funny tasting too, but we don't know that for sure yet.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's like, oh, wow. Wow. Red Soul thinks we're funny too. It's like, welcome to the comedy show. I am your lovely and talented co-host, Snowy, Rebecca.
Very
And
good comedy.
You're breaking up again. Say that once again, Kat.
I said maybe it's not a very good comedy, but it is comedy. Well, yours is pretty good. Mine's okay.
Goofy and silly. I see. I see. Well, originally a comedy was a work in 3 acts. Thus, we have the Divine Comedy with Dante Alighieri, Inferno, Purgatorio, Paradiso. But that's just nerd stuff, right? And what we see here, ladies and gentlemen, is one of my first real chances to use that fancy college degree.
Well, I guess our 3 acts are updated on our work. And shameless plug and we're trying to fill time.
Yes, yes, indeed. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you too can help support a starving artist. Not starve. Won't you help?
Yeah, we are, in fact, both of us. See, I told everybody they would have an opportunity to watch us make fools of ourselves live on the air. And it's a point, did we?
All I need is a little gesture cap. Wags, our IT director, asks, will there be a printed version available on Amazon? If you mean like traditional print, not at this time. I do not think at this time. That's definitely something that we want to offer in the future as we have the readership and the ability to afford the printing costs. But in the meantime, it will be available digital only. But that will hopefully change. And as that changes, I will make sure to update you guys the second that a print copy, a physical copy, becomes available. It is my intent to offer physical copies of the releases soon. I've got to do some more investigation into that, look into that. figure out how to price it. But for all of those that want a physical copy of Dawnbreak, we are working on that. And I want you to know that we are working on that. And there will be future announcements in the live stream and on the website about such coming soon. All right.
I know there are specifics in that.
Yes. There's like certain rules, there's costs, there's all kinds of stuff. I'm going to put out one more call for questions because we just hit our 30-minute mark. Is there anybody else that would like to hear from us? Anything that anybody would like to know? While we're waiting for the stream to catch up with my broadcasting, I want to say a special thanks again to all of our readers, everybody that's helped make Dawnbreak a success these last 2 months and change that we've been releasing. Another special shout out to Maya Miller and Kayla Dowdy, who are our top commenters this last month on the site. Thank you for everything that you've contributed. And we hope that you'll join us again in January when we make our announcements on the official date for the release of Rise of the Forgotten. I'm going to reveal the cover, completely done in that live stream. It's awesome, by the way. And a whole lot more in store. Also, I will most likely be broadcasting remotely from San Francisco. I am traveling again. Some bunnies just cannot get a break.
Thankfully, we'll be staying in one place, and I look forward to doing this again in January.
All right. Well, okay, everyone. Thank you again for joining us. Thank you for all the questions, and we'll catch you, looks like January 21st.
Now let's do that.
Be well, everyone.
That magic.
What was that?
Said, now let's do that magic trick and make a hair disappear.
Oh, heavens. Thank you for being a part of the magic, everyone. Good night.